Welcome back everybody, and welcome back to a episode of Boosted 2000. Some of you may remember when I first bought this car, it didn't look anything like this, did it? So if you followed the journey, I'm sure you'll see the differences already in 4 to 5 weeks. But when I bought it, I'm going to put a clip on right now. Yeah, so you'll see there's loads of indents and ripples on it. It has been a previous repair by the looks of it, and I've come across some orange paint, orange fiberglass underneath. I believe it to be fiberglass. It's got ripples, kinks, dips in it. You can see it in this section here. I hit it quite well, to be honest. So yeah, so that's what the roof is like. I can't hide it in the photos and stuff. I did tell people about it when I done it. Sorry, when I bought it, but it just wasn't right, was it? So anyhow, I'm in the body shop today, and we're going to fix it. Process is going to look like, going to grind out whatever paint and fillers on there, put a dent puller on it, pull it up, flatten it out a bit, hammer and dolly it, skim a fiberglass, take a flex out of it, and then obviously a bit of filler and top stop. Hopefully get it in a high build primer today, come back, flat that back the next day, paint the roof, next day, flat and polish it. Let's hope, isn't it? So don't try this at home, it's not a simple overnight fix, okay? I'll try and capture as much as I can step by step as I go through, using the techniques and the skills I've learned from Matthew and Katie over the past God knows how many years now at the body shop. But yeah, hopefully it's going to come out okay. I'll do another little clip just so you can see. If you see the Sanders body repairs reflection there, there's a crease here, it's rippled by here, it's dent over there. So let's get this out, drop the roof liner down, it's like one bolt, pull that out, sling that off and make a start, shall we? Car looks really nice in the light. It's forgiving of all the bad paint. So yeah, the reason why it did happen is because when I bought the car, the bonnet had historically flown up with the previous owner, dented the wings, it buckled the bonnet, smashed the windscreen and done a roof in, okay? So we're going back black, we're going to be 2-pack gloss black. We should take these off, we'll see how it goes now, because it feels better as if they've been damaged underneath. If not, what we'll do anyway, we'll just mask up to here. I probably will try and take them off, twist that halfway, pop that up, and then a pry tool underneath them. Okay, we're going to put a bit of rope underneath here, or string, and a nice taped line so we go nice and neat to the edge of here, flood it with paint, and fingers crossed, we'll have a good show. Don't forget, I'm doing this all on my own this time, okay, with no guidance. I may make mistakes, please don't criticise me, okay? If you get any bills, hit me up in the comments and stuff like that. I kind of think I know the process start to finish of what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. Don't forget, everybody is different and everybody will do things differently, okay? There'll be different processes, different brains work differently, etc. I'm going for it the way I want to do it. I could drill the roof skin out, I really could. I'm capable of doing that. If I go back on my previous videos, did it on a Mark 1 Focus RS and fitted a carbon fibre roof, okay? So I'm not daft, I'm not stupid, okay? I can do that. But I'm going to repair this as quick as I can to get us back on the road and enjoy it because it is my daily driver. Okay, so you drop this down and one little Torx bolt up there, we'll bang that area out. Okay, so first job, 80 on here, right? Get all this paint off, the redness for the dent puller, okay? And we can see all the dips to see what we're dealing with. Go back to previous videos and get to see the kind of process I'm doing now. This is probably going to be more of an educational tutorial video of a how-to rather than boosting under the car. But a lot of people like this kind of stuff, and I got copyrighted it with radio music on the back. So time lapse it, try not to get copyright on this video. Okay, so before you do pick up on me and notice, if this was a customer's car, I would mask up all around here, okay? I'd probably cover the whole car with sheets so we get no scrubbing back and forth off here. Anyhow, this is my car and it's going to be polished and painted anyway, so I just want the roof sorted for now. If you look here, look at the extent of the damage. So these circles will tell a tale. So we've got high spots, we've got low spots. We got a low spot here which I've ground out, which hopefully I'll put a dent puller on, tap around some of these, try and shrink the metal a little bit, take it down a bit more. But the key is, okay, when you are doing body work, okay, don't feel with your fingers like that, because you will always feel indents. You feel with your hand, and you use your palm. So I can go here, I can feel that raises a little bit and it goes down. I hope that makes sense. And then this way, it drops and it goes back up. If I went like out my fingers, I'd be like, get me? So anyhow, I'm not sure how orange primer looks like. It is a what I'm doing. We're going to grind this down a bit more now. We're using an 80. I've got 3 or 4 layers, I think, of here, because I don't want to obviously scuff the screen and get any my rubbers chewed up. This is where we are so far. Only the best. So yeah, gently like little light taps around this area. I'll do it properly, obviously I'll do it off cam. And be very careful around the screen when you're pushing up, because we don't want to crack this. This is an ST3 screen with all the sensors. Okay, so my next job is to tap this area down here to try and get this lump out, to shrink the metal, work all the way around, work the inside, and then try and tap it back in. Just take that lip out of it, okay? Just to make it easier. You'll have a go now. And already that's become flatter. That area needs to come up a little bit, so maybe there again, pulling on air. I could go all out and take all this paint off and create myself extra work if I go back to bare metal. This isn't going to be a botch job, but it's not going to be bloody an all-week job either. It's like I said, we use the cars a daily. Yeah, but it's getting there. This is a real similar process to the PDR, the paintless dent remover guys use. They obviously they do it on top of paint. And they use plastic hammers. That lip is almost gone already. Bonnet of the fronts. Okay, so I spent about 35 to 40 minutes doing a bit more work, beating these little dents out and spreading and shrinking the metal, and it feels really good now. I've gone back over with an 80 grit, and you can see now it's a lot better. I realised where our orange is. That's fiberglass from a previous bad repair because it's starting to crack down by here. All this is okay now. So the next job is, I was going to put a dent puller on here, but I realised myself, I'm like, right, okay, it's not too bad. It would purely just be for the sake of doing a video. I don't want to pull it up here and damage and crack the screen. Plus I got to work fit the chassis, and when I looked on the door handles and stuff on the inside of the catches, they're painted, so rather than get all that out, I'm on a bit of a deadline. I'm just going to skim this with fiberglass now. It's not really deep, it's not as deep as I thought it was, especially now I've pushed it up from the side. Get some oil in the compressor. I don't want that season up on me. Blow this off, get it nice and clean, and let's get a little skim of fiberglass on it. It does look a lot worse in the video, but this is pretty flat now over here, and there's a little indent but there, I've had high spot, sorry. I've gone up a little bit high over here, a little bit low by here. But yeah, a skim of this area should take care of that. Okay, so we go hard on that, ready in fiberglass. Don't skimp on this, okay? I've gone over and remasked the edge and the line for the window seal. So we don't want fiberglass in that, do we? It's like kneading bread, this is, isn't it? Like doing cement, if you guys like cement. nice temperature today, it's not too cold. So this should go off nice and easy. Okay, so start with the area that we want to fill the most. Don't forget where the aerial is, so you need to push that through, okay? Nice, smooth spreads, okay? It does take a bit of practice and a bit of technique. Should have gone further back where I went. You see this is going on really nice. Didn't learn like this though. Took a while to get this. Lots and lots and lots of work on the rear quarters of my escort. It's a bit of an act as well, and a bit of a technique to know how much you need. So you don't want to give yourself any waste. So right to the very edge. Oops. You may see in the commentary on my older videos where Matthew says it's like icing a cake. And I suppose it really is. If you do get it anyway, you can get it off a pan of wipe, okay? And quickly run around the other side, just to spread the last part out. You find if I time lapse this one, it's like, woo! But yeah, I'm not. The better you spread this out, the easier it is to sand out. Something like a really patronising voice tonight on the camera. Notice I'm not sporting my mics either. I'm still on the fence with them. Okay, we're going to leave that as that. We're going to let that go hard. So I don't want to play with it anymore in case I start pulling it. Okay, so I'm going to let it set for the next 15-20 minutes. Don't have a flashlight or anything like that. Then I'm going to go over this with an 80 on a J, and I'm going to start blocking her out, see if I get any high spots. And then after that, then obviously we go into the skims of filler and stuff like that. But yeah, it's taking shape already. There are going to be a few people out there, which I'm sure, that will say to me, there's bits of bare metal on that roof, you should have etch primed them. Okay, so if it was a body panel and there's water and stuff, you're going to get behind it, I probably would have. Okay, but it was on the roof. It's going to be fiberglass. The fiberglass is waterproof, and it's going to filler on top of that. It's going to have a high build primer. It's not going to rot out from the inside. It's already primed from the inside. The roof skin I've just seen. And look, I didn't need to do it. Okay, everybody does things differently. That might be the way you do it. But just before you call me out on it.
One eternity later.
Right then, we're good to go. This has gone hard now. It's been set. We're going to fade this out here. We're going to. Jesus Christ, some people are noisy, innit? We're going to sand over here, try and get as flat as we can as it is, and then we're going to go from there to the next stage. But I'll zoom this up now and speed it up for you. Okay, don't know if you can see me, so round to this side now. When I'm doing that side, it's left to right, favouring it out, up and down, okay? This isn't the actual finished job. This is how we're trying to get all the ripples out. So they're really smooth, I can see here. Got low spots still there, so I'll skim that. I could go get them fiberglass. Might be lucky enough to get with a body filler. But yeah. Okay, so a quick recap. I've flown on, I have, without recording. I've had to attend a conference call for a job. So I've been listening to my headphones on while I'm sanding away. So just give you a heads up, I've given her another 2 skims. I've put a bit of guy coat on it. I've checked it, it's really, really nice and smooth. And what I'm doing now is quickly going over the entire roof with a 400. I'll give you a flick of camera around. Okay, so to hear the over compressor, next job is to blow the car off. Scotch the edges with a panel wipe all the way around here. I'm not going to take these off because somebody's taken them off before. I'll show you where the damage now. And they've been tightly sealed on by the looks of it. I blow the car off and then mask it back up on front, put some extra primer on the edge, bring the car into the bay, blow it all off, make sure it's all good again, get it masked up in readiness, and then let's get some high build primer on it. Previous damage. So yeah, car's in the booth now, mask the edges up, you got some Spectral epoxy edge primer, give this a shake now, put some light dusting coat around the edge by here where you've got open edges. The idea is any open edges will get covered by this. Okay, so we're going to let that dry off for 10 minutes now, only flash dry, demask, and then we get the car in a sheet. Obviously in between we do scotch and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we're going to prep this car now ready for paint. Hopefully you'll see now, under the light, there's no dips and stuff in there, really difficult to show you. But yeah, it's getting there now, slowly. Okay, so 5-part paint, 1-part hardener and 10% thinners. Okay, gonna mix this up and get in a cup and let's get this on the roof. This is a high build primer. I'm sweating, I'm nervous, I'm twitching. I'm sure it'll be okay. But yeah, this is a high build primer. I'll start on my edges. So there's the first coat going on. It's like a matte, isn't it? Because it's a high build filler. What I'm going to do now, let this dry, and then the second coat go nice and wet and a lot closer. I've covered all the edges on this time, and you can see it's taken all the ripples and dents out. So I'm kind of happy with that. So yeah, so don't be nervous, but I know it's early days yet, but it's coming along. Give that 10 minutes to dry off now, and then I'll get a second coat on it. That's all it needs then. Also for the record, I know I should be wearing a mask. I left her home, but when I do my painting tomorrow, I will be wearing my mask, okay? So these things happen. There are masks here, but I also forgot. Using high build primer now. It's coming in there. Got all the dents out. And just battering through it. Okay, so 2 layers high build primer. Listen to that compressor. Gun wash is on now. I'll leave it for 2-3 hours. Demask it. Gonna come back tomorrow. 400 it. And I gotta get it in paint. 2-pack loss. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to see the next upload. I don't want to do too much in one video, so come back. Tomorrow will be the paint, and then it will also be flattening and polishing and refitting the aerial and the finished thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And bump back to me in the comments. Be nice. See you soon. You can leave this outside now because it's nice and hot. Let that harden off on the roof. And then what I'll do, I'll 400 that tomorrow. We'll get it back in here. Well, 400 here. Get it in the booth tomorrow. Get it painted, leave that overnight. But yeah, it's nice to see the dents have come out. And it's looking quite flat. Matte roof is cool.